just to tell her it's one now. How come I need rest? No. What happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. TJ. His guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
12, fellas, here we go. 24 is the mark.
On first down, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
White.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
He can't hang. Go. He's not going to get me. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch him.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Exit, exit. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, there, go, go, go.
This is Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 37, check 37. Watch the safety creep. Zip it. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go.
A toss play. Gordon.
Go, go, run.
And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he hits Drake. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to the ground now with Gordon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 99. Check 6, 4.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Niners' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
SOS.
They run it here with Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Is the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. Drop deep, drop deep. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Squeeze.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
It's just me. It's just me and you. Shit. Check, 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 check.
To throw is Murray. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike Seal. Here we go, here we go. Shift, 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 shift. Check. Go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. Go. Bang, 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 bang. Say.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Garoppolo and the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All day, dog.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Niners 32, Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
In your face.
Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. The Raiders, they've added on, extending their lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Watch the screen, man.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180. Get the mic. Get your swerve on. 36. 65. Check three. I got this.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 180. Watch time. Tight end run.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Garoppolo now, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Hey.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Let's go one more. Mike 9. Mike 9.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Murray now on first down. Gets it to Gordon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
57 to Mike. That's it. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Too little, Cupcake.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. It's Hill, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah. We got motion. Back up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike's 57's Mike. Here we go. Big Ed.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Don't get nervous.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Echo. 57 to Mike. 57.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. That's complete. It's Gordon. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here I come. Shoot. Go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Man, I got you. 56. Pull it. Tight go. Nine's the mark. Here we go.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Got Gordon open, completes it. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. Showing it. Showing it. Any weapon. Let it go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Murray going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Now Murray again. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Here we go, here we go. 180! 58, right there. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, 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 hey! Check it back.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
it's a foot race. He's at the 50 and all the way to the opposite 45.